Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Me, and today we are making my most favorite seafood, and that is omena. So I'll start off by adding a generous amount of cooking oil, and I'm going to tell you what inspired me to make this particular recipe. Normally I would add about a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half for the same amount of food that I'm preparing, but for today's recipe you need a generous amount. So I've added about 3 to almost 4 tablespoons of cooking oil, and once that becomes hot, I'll go in with my onions. So I'm going to cook my onions, and once they start turning color, I'll go in with my tomatoes. We need lots and lots and lots of tomatoes. So as you can see, I've added a lot of tomatoes, but that was not enough, so I've added some bit of tomato paste, and I'm going to cook this till everything becomes extremely soft and everything blends in together. So as I earlier mentioned, this is not my original recipe, and this is a recipe I was given back in 2018-2019, and this was after a few people had issues with how I was cooking my omena. So 3 people criticized my omena recipe, and these were 3 different people in 3 different occasions, but they had something in common. They were all Luyas, and what I caught from what they were trying to say is that usisumbue omena, and that simply means that omena does not need a lot of spices. You just keep it simple and the end product is going to be equally as well. So as you can notice, we do not have any capsicum, we do not have any coriander, any paprika, any turmeric, any other spices. So we are just going to be doing it how I was instructed, and that was about 3 or 4 years ago if my memory serves me well, and I've always known that. So today I decided, why not? Like, I have other omena recipes which are equally great, but I decided today, why not try how the Luyas do it, just keeping it simple with the onion and the tomatoes and the omena, and that's it. And that's why you need a lot of tomatoes. So we are just going to loosen things a little bit by adding some hot water. Do not add cold water. We are also going to add some salt and let this cook. Something else that some few people might not agree on is that omena is white meat because it is a fish and it is also seafood. If you have any other thoughts regarding my statement, please let me know down in the comment section. Do you think omena is seafood or not? Do you think that omena is white meat or not? Let me know what you think. So we are going to be cooking this for about 5-6 minutes thereabout, and we're just going to add some little bit of water when necessary, and I think that's basically it. And as I've earlier mentioned in many of my voiceover videos, voiceover is not my thing. I actually find doing voiceover really hard because my thoughts are everywhere, so it's quite challenging, and that is to mean that this video has been sitting in my draft for quite a long time, but I decided to let it out. I'll see you for serving. So as you can see, our omena looks really great, and I'm going to serve it, and I'll tell you how it tasted. It was actually a very nice recipe. I don't know why I've wanted to try it for quite a long time, but finally I tried it out and it's very good. Would I consider this being my to-go omena recipe? Of course, definitely. Yeah, as you've seen, it doesn't need a lot of things and doesn't need a lot of time and preparations and all that. So I would highly recommend you try out this recipe this particular way, and give credits to the Luya people in the house. If at all you are a Luya and you love some omena, please let me know. I'm definitely going to be doing this particular recipe more and more and keeping it quite simple as it is. And so that's basically it. That's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you also learned something new. I also hope you're going to try out this particular recipe this particular way, and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll definitely see you in my next one. Bye.